1 minute. McFarland Spartan Basketball is on the air. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland Girls Basketball. My name again is Bill the Big K Cather, your play-by-play announcer. Again, 69 years old this year, two-time cancer survivor, and I'm just continuing to live the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you. Again tonight, I'm flying solo. I'll do my best to keep this telecast as accurate, informative, and entertaining for your viewing pleasure as I can, as I'll be doing the color commentary, stats, play-by-play, you name it. So if things get a little out of sync for a minute, don't worry about it. Let me first give a shout-out tonight to those watching, especially in the opponents tonight. East Troy, down East Troy, Wisconsin, Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Florida, and even my own son, Bretter, down in Columbia, South America, watching tonight. For your information, again, these games can be viewed 4 ways. Some of you now are watching live on Cable 982 Charter. Others of you are live streaming this at our McFarland Cable website. YouTube McFarland Cable. A third way to view these is later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. Again, at our website, YouTube McFarland Cable. And the fourth way is go to the Village of McFarland website, and there's a link to view this game at a later date. While I continue to preview tonight's game, I hope you appreciate the efforts of the McFarland Pep Band tonight under the direction of Mr. Joe Hartson and Mr. Ben Peterson. And I will be doing a little Cather karaoke when they come to the school song as a tribute again to the legendary coach and band teacher at McFarland Badger, Bill Garvey. So when we get that point, Cather karaoke will come up. Well, on the outside tonight, it's a pretty frigid 34 degrees, according to Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti of CBS, Bob Lindmeyer, ABC, and Al Roker, NBC. But you know what? As Brent Musburger always used to say, who cares? Because we are looking live inside a McFarland High School gymnasium on this Friday evening, November the 17th, 2017, to witness tonight's battle between the Lady Trojans of East Troy and your Lady Spartans of McFarland. The East Troy Trojans are coached by Maura Lohman, who's replacing the legendary Jeff Brownie Brown, who's now a head coach at Elkhorn. Assistant coach Dave Lindau, JV coach Jarrett Church, volunteers coaches Paul Keelis and Matt Woda, managers Grace Lohman and Lauren Lindau. All right, principal also Kevin Kitzlar down there. Kevin, one of my old former students in the Monona Grove school system. So another Cather success story. East Troy, a Division III school, 587 kids. Last year, 10-13 overall, 6-10 in the Rock Valley Conference in 4th place. They returned their top 2 scorers in 5'7" juniors, Aaron Rice and Mackenzie Lindau. Now there's a special little thing I'll throw in here. Rice and Lindau are 2-time state tennis participants. 2 years ago in 2016, they finished 4th place in number 2 doubles of the state tennis tournament. And this past season, 6th place at the state tennis tournament. So they got quite a chemistry between those two. Two very talented young ladies. Okay, for your McFarland Spartans, coached by Mr. Pete All-State Willicott. Why do I call him All-State? Because you're in good hands with Coach Pete. Assistant coach, Alicia Justice and Josie Peterson. JV coaches, Matt Hounsel, Sarah Malegny, and Marta Coates. And managers, Tatiana Putnam, Donovan Hudson, and Libby Dominice. Division II school, 687 students, 18-6 overall, 14-2 second place in the Rock Valley last year. Here are the returners. They're led by senior Gabby A to Z Do-It-All Rundy. Katie the Sheriff Round. She controls and patrols the court. Mary the Slashers on, attacking the basket all the time. Sophie Huey Quell, as well as Junior, A.E. Ashley East. Big loss again for this year was an ACL tear this past summer to returning leading scorer Annalise the Kid DeMuth. So that's kind of hurt this team this year, but she's continuing to rehab, and she'll be back for her senior year next year. So, again, I think we're getting ready for the school song, and when it starts up here, we're going to go right away to Cather Karaoke. And I think we are ready for it right now. Tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, legendary coach and teacher. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight. For our colors, brilliant fight. Fight, McFarland High, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant. Hail to our colors, brilliant. Though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. That's it, Billy Boy. Badger Bill Garvey, a tribute to you every time. Gone but never forgotten for all you did for this community, for the school district, and for just people in general. Badger Bill Garvey, gone again but never forgotten. A great man. Okay, going back to preview this game tonight. This is East Troy. This will be their first step on the court this year. McFarland already opened on Tuesday evening with a 42-37 win versus Mount Horeb here at McFarland High School. Boy, a lot of turnovers, a very sloppy game. McFarland turned the ball over 21 times. Actually, Mount Horeb turned the ball over 38 times, which is one more than total points they scored. So it was a very interesting game to commentate on. So I'm sure this week that Coach Willicott, there were a lot of fundamental drills the last few nights of practice for the Lady Spartans. Last year they played twice. First game was held down in East Troy. McFarland came out with a 55-27 victory. Leading scorer was DeMuth, 17 for McFarland. Again, Elise will not be playing tonight. Mackenzie Lindau had 10 points, and there was no Aaron Rice in that first ball game last year. However, under the direction and the excellent coaching of Coach Brownie Brown and Mr. Dave Lindau, second game was a lot closer here up at McFarland, 61-51. Leading scorers again were DeMuth, 20. However, also followed up by Katie Rounds, the sheriff, who you'll see tonight, 15 points, and Gabby A to Z Rundy had 13 in that ball game. And for the East Troy Lady Trojans, Kenzie Lindau, 25 points. Aaron Rice, 12, and Samantha Betley had 6 points. So those are names I'll be calling quite a bit tonight. Okay, there's keys to tonight's ball game. I got a couple of them. Again, first ball game here for East Troy. So one of my things for East Troy would be just to overcome the first game jitters playing on the road. Sometimes I think that can be an advantage. And secondly, they're going to need to box out, play very aggressive defense against a very taller McFarland team. For McFarland, they have to reduce the number of turnovers we saw Tuesday night and take care of the ball, as well as they're going to need to shut down the 1-2 combination of Mackenzie Lindau and Aaron Rice. So the question that will be answered shortly after two 18-minute halves will be, will East Troy have a happy bus ride home and start their season off with an opening victory, or can McFarland move to 2-0 in this early season in that? All right, next, I'd like to quick share our sponsors with you. Special thanks to our Spartan sponsors, and again, when you go to these places, please support them in town here, and when you go in there, tell them how much you appreciate their support of McFarland Athletics, as well as the school district. Here we go. Edward Jones, Joe Muting and Tyler Weedle Agency, Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garble Agency, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly, Angelo's and McFarland, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Gunderson Funeral Home, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Luke's Cafe, Lakestone Properties, Culvers and McFarland, Washer Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Spurley Farms, Wisconsin Betting, Dan Frank, Green Lantern, McFarland True Value, Dan Chin Homes, Rural Masonry, Credo Product Development, 608 Threads, Farmers Insurance, Michael Chandler Agency, The Little Gym, Quick Trip, Scott White Chiropractic and Zelm Chiropractic, Matt Splinter, Memorial Foundation, Maple Tree Supper Club, Tim O'Brien Homes, Spartan Bowl, Shelton Signs, and Spartan Pizza. And again, what a wonderful list. What great support we have in this community to make this overall experience just a wonderful time for everybody here. So thank you again to our Spartan sponsors for your support of McFarland Athletics and the McFarland School District. Again, as we're getting ready here, we'll be coming up in about 1 minute with the playing of our national anthem tonight by Mr. Ben Peterson. I think it always brings a little special treat to the game when you have a pep band here, and rather than just piped in music and that. Kind of makes it a little more fun for the kids, the fans, and everything. So special thank you again tonight to, our head supervisor, Mr. John Kepsel, athletic director Paul Ackley, making sure that everything runs smoothly here and is a great positive experience for everybody that comes out and watch the games here. Our ticket takers, big thank you to Betty Callaghan for all the for printing up the programs and that. It's just our ticket takers. It's just such a wonderful experience, and everybody kind of chips in to make this a special experience here at McFarland High School. Got a couple special things here on the very first time out tonight. Make sure that you stay with us. I've got some highlights from last year's ball game here, and it was really kind of fun. A lot of people, we went back in the archives to pull up that tape, so we'll be showing that at the end of the first at the first time out that'll be taken tonight. I've got a lot of special features also here at halftime. So please, if you're at home, please remove your hats, stand, and pay tribute to the United States of America. Put your hand over your heart, and our national anthem is on the way. My name is, again, Bill the Big K Cather. We'll be back with the opening tip and the opening lineups by public address announcer John Wells in just a minute. So I'm going to take the headset off, and I'll rejoin you here in just a minute for basketball, the Trojans of East Troy and the Spartans of McFarland. Here we go. All right. We're going to play public address announcer John Wells for the starting lineups of tonight's ball game. And this is the first time I'm seeing him, so we'll go. Aaron Rice, 5'7" junior, number 10. Number 12, Bell Verbaten, 5'4" junior. Number 14, Mackenzie Lindow, 5'7" junior. Number 23, Morgan Lysing, a 5'7" junior. And number 32, Samantha Betley, a 5'10" senior. Okay, for your McFarland Spartans. 6' junior, A.E. Ashley East. Number 4, the slasher, Mary Zahn, 5'4" senior. Sophie Kiwi Quell, number 5, a 5'6" senior. Number 10, Gabby A to Z Do-It-All Rundy, a 5'8" senior. And the sheriff, Katie Rounds, number 20, a 6' senior. She controls and patrols the court. So looking forward to a very competitive game. Like I said, last year, first game kind of a blowout down at East Troy, and once East Troy, under the direction of coaches Lindow and Brown, brought the East Troy Lady Trojans back, and we have a very competitive ball game here, 61-51, later last season. So we'll see what's up. Again, opening ball game for East Troy, second ball game, and hopefully see a lot of improvement here out of the Lady Spartans. So here we go. It's East and Bentley jumping. And the tip is one, and over to Rice. Lindau. Oh, and almost a near steal that time by Ashley East. Verbeeten inbound to Lindau. Top of the key, guarded by Quell. Looks like he's trying to be a little patient coming out here. Rice, crossover dribble, beautiful step through, and a great opening possession there by the Trojans. And 30 seconds in the ball game, a 2-0 lead for the Lady Trojans. Zahn, Quell, East, Rounds. There it goes. Oh, I thought I might get my first kaboom of the night. Rebound to Lindau. Again, very fundamentally sound here. Lindau has spent a lot of her time in gyms with her father. Great man. Oh, good hustle by McKenzie. Out of bounds. Ball to McFarland. All right, Spartans. Very slow start the other night. They started out, they were down 5-0 to Mount Horeb, and then they went, I believe, on a 9-0 run. But, boy, just a ton of turnovers in that ball game the other night. East, top of the key to Quell. Zahn, that was her spot last year. As you're going to see in the little highlight film we pulled out of the archive. Oh, excellent give and go to East as she got behind Morgan Lysing, and she's going to get a 2-point or a 2-shot foul coming up here. East, 6 out of 7 from the stripe on Tuesday evening. And, of course, the K-third jinx. Always seems to happen. So, still a donut on the scoreboard for the Lady Spartans. AE. Boom, 0 for 2. And the rebound to Aaron Rice. Again, slow start here. This is like the Badger football team almost with slow starts here. Over to Verbeeten. Ooh, and a long launch. No good. Boy, Verbeeten threw a big launch over there from the left corner, and air ball and possession over to McFarland on the foul. Again, as I'm jotting down some stats, sometimes I will miss numbers of scores maybe at times and other things. So please bear with me. I'm just doing my best here. Ryan Slolo-Rundy. She's going to take it strong to the basket. And the kiss off the glass by Gabby Rundy. Again, A to Z. She's going to do a little bit of everything here. Great all-around player, and we're tied at 2-all. 16-10 to go in the first half. Nice left-handed penetration by Lindau. Back to Rice. Guarded closely. Ooh, down the lane. And nice rebound. Here we go with Rundy, and she's going to push the ball. Head up looking. Nice bounce pass over to Quell. Goes baseline. Good defense by Verbeeten. Into Rounds down low. And, oh, just a little strong on the overlay. And East tipping the ball out of bounds. Possession over to the Lady Trojans. Again, East Troy, Lady Trojans, going to be a little outman size-wise here. But I said, just have to be aggressive. Get good position. Box out. Said Lindau can handle the ball. No problem, both hands in that. It's important to keep your head up so you can see the floor. Catch the cutter when they're open. Oh, nice entry pass inside to Rice. Very nice pass from Morgan Lysing into Aaron Rice, and she's going to get 2 throws. Boy, dead center, nobody sitting in the lane that time. Aaron turned, I think she was probably a little bit shocked herself on that. Last year, 62% from the free throw stripe last year, and all net. So far it's Aaron Rice 3, Gabby Rundy 2. In and out. 3-2, 15-20 to go in the first half. Rundy penetration out to Rounds, and kaboom! There's your first kaboom of the night. Katie, the Sheriff Rounds, nails it and giving the Spartans a 5-3 lead at the 15-minute mark. And again, Lindau on the drive, trying to direct traffic out there. drew the foul. Again, our first time out tonight, really want you to pay attention to it because I'm bringing back out of the archives highlights from last year's game, and here in McFarland, I think you're really going to get a kick out of looking back at that game and some of the highlights. I know I got sent a copy of it even from Coach Lindow, who had it last year, sent it back to me on my Facebook and said we're looking forward to coming up there again this year. So I thought, let's bring it out of the archives and show it to everybody again so you can kind of relive it. It was kind of a neat little 45 seconds of play from last year's game. Rice to inbound. Nice defense that time by the Spartans. Tipped away by Peyton Witt checking into the ball game. She had a nice ball game on Tuesday night. Going baseline Rice. Kick it back out that way. Over to Baton. Lindow wide open. Oh. And foul's going to be on Aaron Rice over the back. Again, Spartans enjoying a little size advantage here with Rundy Rounds and East in the ball game. And now they're even going to have a bigger height advantage as the 6'1" freshman Katie Hildebrand going into the ball game. And I got to give a shout out here to Grandma Jane, Grandpa George in Nashville, Tennessee, Ryan in Platteville, and Nick, Coach Nick in freshman ball down in Alabama. So thank you for tuning in tonight, and try and mention you again into Hildebrand in the middle, and we got a double dribble on Katie Hildebrand. So again, I'm going to get some shout outs to as many people as I can here. These kids gave me some people I wish to recognize in that, so I will do as many as I can. Sophie Quell, want to give a shout out to Jenna watching down at UW La Crosse. Katie Rounds, Grandma and Grandpa, as well as Lloyd, Grandma and Grandpa Lloyd down in Janesville. Steal by Rundy. Lindow cutting her off. Out with nice entry pass into East, and the kiss off the glass, no good. Nice rebound by Hildebrand, out to Rounds. That was another 3-ball, and Lindow on a nice box out that time against the taller Rounds down low. Notice Rundy and Lindow both with heads up as they bring the ball down the floor. Gabby head up, attack the basket, pull up jumper from 5. Good hustle by Ashley East. Here comes Rice. So we got a little track meet set up here. And we still are at 2-2. 13:46 to go in the first half. A scoring drought by both teams. So a little slow start, maybe to be expected here out of the Lady Trojans. Their first look at somebody else besides themselves, I guess. Practice. Aaron Rice taking a seat, number 15 in the game. Addie Lohman, coach's daughter, 5'5" freshman. Number 20 in the ball game, Kylie Molker, a 5'6" junior. Lindow in the ball game. Jenna Gulig also in the ball game, 5'8" junior, and ball out of bounds. So right now it's Kylie Molker, Jenna Gulig, Kenzie Lindow, Rounds. Hildebrand, gotta just love it. Boy, she gives a target there at 6'1", and Zahn! Beautiful, beautiful fast break, and just got a little deep. Great pass from Katie Winkler, the 5'11" freshman on that bust-out break, but a little overlay. Zahn, we're still at 2-2, 13 minutes. We played 5 minutes of ball, and we're at 2-2 here. Okay, Winkler guarding Rounds, and boy, that rim just does not want to accept anything. Lindow, nice pass and attack in the basket as Winkler kick it out to number 15, Addie Lohman, and we've got 4 girls on the floor, and that's the sign of competition. Love to see that. Not afraid to go down and get it. Lindow, Winkler, Lohman, Kylie Molker, and a bad pass. Zahn, a slasher. Let's see if she goes to the basket. No, kick it out to Rounds. Over to Morgan Butler. Had a nice little ball game as a freshman. Tuesday evening, her first varsity action. Oh, swing it over. That's not a real good pass there, Mary. Got to be very careful of those cross-court passes because if the defender's looking, boy, those are going to get picked. Zahn, there goes the slasher, and pushed from behind, I believe, by number 15, Addie Lohman, 5', 5" freshman. 3-2. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 5-3. Spartans. Payne Witt. Up, and there's that pass again. Beautiful interception by Winkler. And Winkler, the 5'11" freshman, gets her first deuce of the game. And we are knotted at 5. Zahn. Morgan Butler. Oh, I like that, though. Got her feet and shoulders at the basket, committed to it, and launched it. I like that. That's a great sign out of a freshman. Again, we're looking at when we get to the first timeout. I'm just going to cue that up so we're ready to go here. With last year out of the archives, highlight from last year's game. Right on the game we have Lindow, Kylie Molker, Winkler, Rice back into the ball game, replacing Lindow. 34, Jenna Gulig in the game. Peyton Witt sizing up from the outside, no good. And rebound to Jenna Gulig, the 5'8" junior. Gulig to Lohman. Holman launching it. That was Aaron Rice. Nope, no good. Boy, and good defense that time by Morgan Butler. Freya Gilbert's in the ball game, seeing her first action of the season. A lot of young players. Again, this is a conference game, so important here. Get off to a good start in the conference. Oh, Peyton Witt almost got it. Rice. Gulig. Been at the low post, kick it back out, and Aaron Rice. I think the ball was tipped just a little bit on that, and I believe we have a foul on Katie Winkler. Morgan Butler, again, doing a nice job, 5'8" freshman, Coach Willicott. We're not at 5-all, 11:24 still to go in the first half. Both teams, that rim is not accepting anything. Zahn, Butler, Gilbertson, Witt, Butler. Oh, and Hildebrand shuffled the feet again. Got to put that ball on the floor before you move. A lot of great, valuable experience that these kids are getting here. A lot of the freshmen on both sides. They ill-advised pass that time, picked up. Here comes the slashers on, looking at Witt. Hildebrand, Butler, over to Mary Zahn. Kaboom! 3-ball for Vinny, Shar, Thomas, Anne Marie, and Aunt Carol and Uncle Greg and Tyler. And we are at 8-5 Lady Spartans. Quell in, replacing Morgan Butler. Here we go. Oh, I like this. We have replay. Oh, no, we're not to a timeout yet. We're going to pull that out of the archives. We thought a timeout was coming, but not yet. Again, please stay tuned here. I think you're going to get a kick out of the replay from last year's game. 8-5, 10:35 to go in the first half. Zahn, Quell, entry pass. Oh, then beautiful entry pass by Quell into the 6'1" freshman, Katie Hildebrand. And she's going to get a chance here for a couple of throws and to make Grandma Jane, Grandpa George down in Nashville, Tennessee, Nick in Alabama, and Ryan in Platteville happy. Come on, Katie. Let's see if you can knock him down. Oh, that was an old, I coached Nick. That was an old Nick Hildebrand bank shot. Doesn't matter. They all count. 9-5 Spartans. 10:31 to go in the first half. Katie's second throw. Nope. Up, and she came over the back of number 21, Emma Skurek, a 5'9" freshman. Free throw shooting, a little not real good on both sides so far. Kenzie Lindo back in the ball game. Nice screen set that time. High screen by Katie Winkler. Rice. Or to Leasing. Lindau. Rice. Lindau. Kick it out to 21, Emma Skurik, and again, she shuffled her feet. Again, got to just get that ball on the floor. 9-5 at the 10-minute mark. Going the first half. I don't think we're going to be threatening the century mark here tonight by either team. Oh, Hildebrand at 6'1". Got to like it. Feet were together. And Freya Gilbertson. And what a collision over there between Gilbertson and Katie Winkler, the 5'11" freshman. And probably a good no call as both girls were vying for the ball. Great hustle. Well, I'll tell you, they might say, oh, there's no contact here, and this is, have seen a lot of it. Girls on the floor. Sam Betley checking back in for Jenna Gulig. And again, pretty much East Troy just protecting the lane. Nice entry pass into Hildebrand at 6'1". Hope tried to get it up with that left hand. Nice thought, but just couldn't get it up off the backboard. Katie Rounds, no good, but there's Hildebrand coming in the backside. Boy, is that nice to have a 6'1" frame. And great defense that time by Lindau, knocking the ball to Rice as they tried to enter the ball again. Deep to Hildebrand. And Emma Skurik. Need to keep your eyes open there. Lindau wanted to advance the ball with a pass, which you can always do. Not quicker than you can on the dribble. Nice picture there of Rob Zahn, the Zahn family sitting there. Lindau. In dog chin. Been able to get much penetration here. Quell doing a nice job out front. Kenzie still looking for it. There's Aaron Rice. Still short. Boy, teams just cannot find the range. I'm sorry, that was Betley on that shot, not Rice. Oh, Ashley East. No good. And a turnover as Emma Skurik took the ball down and tried to get going before she even hit Freya. Oh, beautiful pass from East to Freya Gilbertson and her first deuce of the year. She'll give a shout out to Grandma Julie and Grandma Elaine in Verona and Eau Claire. Erin Rice, her second deuce of the night. 11-5 McFarland, 8:30 to go in the first half. Again, just trying to keep up with stats in that. Sorry, Aaron Rice, that I didn't get your call on that basket right away because I was writing it out. Oh, boy, and she was bumped. Ashley East got bumped actually by two players. I think that was Skurik and Leasing that both got her. So Ashley East, again, I said she was 6 for 7 on Tuesday night. Missed her first two throws here. And what a difficult time finding the stripe tonight. I would say both teams are. Not had a lot of baskets made outside of little layups and little bank shots so far here. And that's deep and off. Boy, cold shooting. Number 12 back in the ball game. Verbeeten. And Rice going to take that ball. Nice kick out. Beautiful kick out to Morgan Leising, and she gets her first deuce of the night. And we're at 11-8. And right back, number 20 Rounds. Nice hustle by Katie to get her rebound and to go back and attack the basket. And KR, the sheriff, as she patrols and controls the basketball. Aaron's shot, saw it was going short, went and gathered it up, attacked the basket again, and two throws at the stripe. And boy, oof. It's almost like they've got a little run of these rims you have at a little carnival up there. It's about half the size of a rim trying to find it. That's better. All net, and we're at 12-10 McFarland. Rice on top. Lindau. Little hesitation dribble. Quell doing a nice job. Picked up by Zahn. Boy, they are staying tight to Mackenzie Lindahl. And tapped out of bounds by Zahn. They can see Kenzie Lindahl. She's the stick that stirs the drink here. I mean, she makes everything happen, kind of directing traffic out there. Nice to have a floor general like that can handle the ball. Get that up. Push it out to Verbeeten. Rice. Again, boy, a lot of pressure again by these McFarland guards out on top. Aaron Rice launching along the kaboom! Aaron Rice! 7 points, 8 points so far for the 5'7" junior. Katie Rounds coming back. Back to basket, Aaron Rice. And we are at East Troy, 13-12. Nice job by Huey Quell that time. Advancing the ball to Zahn. Waiting for the team to come back. Over to East, she's going to attack the basket. Kicks it over to Zahn. Oh, and a beautiful drive by the slasher, and she's going to go to the stripe. I believe she was fouled by Sam Betley. Mary the slasher Zahn. One free throw. Didn't convert on Tuesday evening. But she does have a 3-ball, so Mary, let's see if she can get the lid off this basket on free throws. Boy. These are, for a reason, they are free. Nobody's there. Aaron Rodgers would say, R&R, R-E-L-A-X, relax and do your routine. Nothing to rush here. Get your breath. Go through your routine. And 0 for 2. I'll get you the totals. These shooting free throw percentages are not good. Again, 1 point lead for the Trojans. Lindahl being guarded closely. Boy, I'll tell you, Mary's on, and then they flip her over to East. Wherever Lindahl goes, boy, they are just switching off onto her and making sure that they smother her. She's checking out for a little breather here for a minute, and Addie Lohman checking back in the ball game. Lohman, Verbeeten, Lacing, Rice, and Betley for East Troy. Feet and shoulders square, and a beautiful shot that time by Addie Lohman. 2-point basket. Foot was on the line. Rundy. Hildebrand. Oh, too bad. And there's Rundy. Beautiful for A to Z. Her second deuce of the night. Said she does it all. So rebound. Very smart player. Gabby. 2 deuces, and we're at 15-14, a 1-point East Troy lead. 5:45 to go in the first half. Rice is going to launch another 3-ball. Nope. Everybody wants to hear the kaboom as they make a 3. East over to Rundy. No, a little deep. Nice job by Hildebrand on the backside. Nice entry bounce pass in. Quell. No good. Boy, it's raining threes, but not made threes. 15, Addie Lohman coming down. Took an extra step, but was fouled by Zahn. Boy, still no timeouts left. We're still waiting for that first timeout so we can queue up that bit out of the archives. Looking at last year's game, I think you'll get a kick out of it. Whether you're from East Troy or McFarland. Addie Lohman, 2 free throws. Coach's daughter. For 1, 16-14, 5:21 mark here the first half. Again, Bill the Big K Cather. Just hope you're enjoying this. I'm trying to keep up and do my best with this. I can. Addie Lohman, second one. Nice little backspin on that. I got the bounce. Again, the cast tonight, I got Ben Bex on camera. The Queen, Stephanie Miller on the board with smiling Ryan Denzer. Hildebrand, kaboom! Boy, gotta love that out of the 6'1" freshman. Nashville, Tennessee had to like that. Nick down in Alabama had to like that. And Ryan in Platteville. We're tied at 17 at the 5:02 mark. Katie Rounds checking back in the ball game. Quell coming back out. Oh, and here we go. Timeout. Cue it up. Get it up there. This was from last year's ball game here at McFarland. Lindau over to Maddie Rosine. Kaboom! I guess I'm going to have to give you the video, Rundy. Into Lonegro. Coming back around. Lonegro over to Mary Zahn. Shoots it. Kaboom! Ball into Lindau. Bring the ball down the floor. Here we're going to just keep going up and down here. Lindau. Reverse it. Back to Lindau. Ball fake. Puts it up. Guess what? Kaboom for Lindau. Rundy take the ball into Lonegro. We're going to keep this rolling. We'll get you caught up with the game. Lonegro over to Zahn, and guess what? Kaboom! So I filled in all the thing. We had 4 kabooms there, and there's my picture with the kaboom T-shirt that the girls gave me. Lonegro, thank you very much again. Highlights from last year's 61-51 ball game. Coach Jeff Brown down there. He's kind of chided for his lack of defense that his East Troy girls put on the McFarland 3-ball shooters last year. So I hope Brownie's doing a better job at Elkhorn. He must. Hey, they're 2-0 in his opening season with the Lady Elks at Elkhorn. Skip pass. Over to number 20, Kylie Moker. Rejected. It's like a good steak saying no to ketchup. That's what Katie Rounds did, the sheriff. And tried to cue up a 3-ball, and Rice and Hildebrand both on the floor for the ball, and I believe foul was called on Katie Hildebrand. We're still at 17 all here in the first half. We're 4:26 to go. Boy, shooting percentages, both teams have just really, really struggled. And it doesn't matter whether it's 1 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet, whatever, even free throws. Boy, shooting percentages have been pretty questionable. Aaron Rice, 2 deuces and a tray and a free throw, and now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 9 points for Aaron Rice. Last year she averaged 13.3 points a game. And Disney free throws. Swishes can come true. They can happen to you, which they just did twice. 19-17 East Troy, 4:20 to go in the first half here. Again, Bill the Big K Cather here. Again, big thank you out to my staff. Stephanie the Queen Miller. Smiling Ryan Denzer. Andrew, the Mastermind Day. Alvin, look at that. Honeycomb out. Ben Becks. I've got the whole group here tonight except for Patrick Moore, who's recovering at home in bed. He's been sick for about a week. What a great crew, I tell you what. A great job here at Cable 982. Lindau. Nice high screen by Gulag. Rice. And again, I can tell you what. These McFarland guards just make life difficult. Oh, and right idea. Right idea by Winkler. However, great defense. And Zahn had the baseline cut off by Aaron Rice. Winkler calling for balls over to Verbeeten. Driving to the basket. Oh, nice left hand. And a little short on the glass. Peyton Witt into the ball game. Rounds to Zahn. 3:15 to go, and we're at 19-17. Nice defense by Lindau. Uh-oh, be careful. Here comes Winkler, and the sheriff guarding her. And Winkler, the freshman, stepped back, and we have a foul on Mackenzie Lindau, battling for the rebound. I tell you again, stay tuned at halftime. I've got a lot of features coming up. I've got a letter written by a retired basketball coach of a lot of years that I think sends out a great message to players and parents and fans and all kinds of spectators and that. So pay attention to that. I've got some trivia. I've got Where Are They Now? Whatever. Beautiful free throw by Mary the Slasher Zahn. She's now 1 for 3 from the stripe. And she can knot the ball game up at 19 if she drops this in at the 3:03 mark. Nope, a little strong. Rebound to Rice. Only 1 for 4 for Mary. Free throw line. Well, I'll tell you what, they've been playing tough defense on Mackenzie Lindau tonight. Scoreless so far in the first half. Nice entry pass in. Kick it back out. Over to Aaron Rice. Going to take it on Gilbertson. Kick it over to Lindau. Oh! I was talking with her before the ball game. I know she was waiting for me. She went on Rundy. What a beautiful drive and the kiss off the glass. A little strong on the overlay, but Gabby will go to the free throw line. Tuesday evening, she was 5 for 6 from the stripe. 2 deuces so far, 4 points. Gabby had 7 points on Tuesday. And again, free throw woes. Again, any free throw that's short, let's see if you can name it. What's the cause of a free throw being short? Not using your legs enough. You shoot a basketball with your legs, not your arms. And wide right and bounced off. Why? Winkler. Rice. Oh, and get it in to Winkler. And tough defense played there by Ashley East. And a foul called. And Katie Winkler will be going to the free throw line. Boy, a lot of valuable playing time here for a lot of these freshman girls. Katie Winkler, a 5'11" freshman. She's got a deuce so far, and these will be her first attempts from the free throw line tonight. Southpaw. Bank, no good. Rundy on the rebound. 2:20 to go, 19-18. Lady Trojans from East Troy ahead. Addie Lohman guarding Zahn. Oh, there's Rundy, a nice kickback. Oh, and Freya Gilbertson, I thought she was going to just take about the 10-foot little jumper. Instead, drove to the basket. Got the foul. She's going to get 2 throws for Freya Gilbertson. Threw in her first 2 points of the season earlier in this half. And let's see if Freya can find what a free throw looks like at the bottom of the net. Excellent. Nice job. Your sister Viv would be happy. Viv who used to shoot the rainbow free throw way up. She almost used to bring rain when I tried to coach her free throws. And Freya can give the Spartans a lead, and instead we are knotted at 19 with 2:05 to go in the first half. Lindau being doubled on top. Nice change by Coach Willicott here. Going to double out on top. Try and pressure the ball. Oh, great entry pass out. 15, Addie Lohman. Winkler, nice cut that time. And Verbeeten on the inside and rejected. Katie Round said, welcome to the block party, but no shots are going to be allowed in here. Boom. Or my other line again. Just like a good Angus steak saying no to ketchup. Rejected. Get it out of here. $1:45 to go in the first half. Verbeeten. Skip pass over to Lindau. That's right where she hit a 3-ball last year. Verbeeten. Allman there again. Zahn the slasher. Coast to coast. Elvin a little strong, but again, left hand Rundy on the rebound. Couldn't get it, and here comes Winkler. Let's see if she goes coast to coast. Nice pass back to number 15, Addie Lohman, and up and down basketball. Gilbertson to East to Rounds. 21-19, $1:05 to go. Gilbertson on the carry, unless she was fouled. Oh, they're going to say a foul. And Freya Gilbertson will go back to the line. 1 for 2 on the night with a deuce. 3 points so far in the first half for Freya. A little short again. And why was it short? Fans at home, say one word. Legs. Gotta extend with your legs. And that's all the more reason. Good free throw. Cather 6-step free throw says 5 to 8 seconds. Take your time. Go through your routine. RELAX. Relax. That a girlfriend. Nice job. 2 for 4, and we're 21-20. 1 minute to go in the first half. Or Lindau in the corner. Back out to Lohman. Oh, and Rundy almost got it, but we do have an over and back on the errant pass. Rundy inbound to the Slashers on 55 seconds to go. 1 point East Troy advantage here, 21-20. Rundy over to Rounds, and nope. Boy, the lid just stays on that basket. Nice rebound to Morgan Lysing. Lindau, kaboom! Wow, there you go, McKenzie. 3-ball, and that puts East Troy up. Rundy trying to come back quick. Freya Gilbertson, nice hustle on the rebound. Kylie Molker over another 3-ball, and wow, that was partially blocked right there. Rundy going to take it back. Lindau on the steal, coming back. We're at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our first half has come to a close. And the East Troy Lady Trojans with a 4-point advantage at 24-20. Wow. Okay, interesting first half. So let me get to, I've got quite a few things here that I'd like to do at halftime that I think you might find kind of interesting. I'm going to start off first with a letter that was written and posted on Facebook by a retiring coach of 29 years, and I think it points out a lot of things that are important for Coach Cather. And these are things that I learned in my 42 years of coaching. Here's his Facebook letter. In honor of those varsity coaches and referees that put up with so much for so little in return, wishing you success on and off the court this basketball season. And for those who have retired this past year, a very well-deserved rest. Another basketball season is here for the state of Wisconsin for the first time in 29 years. I will not be coaching. I have loved and will greatly miss the ups and downs that the basketball season provides. Basketball is not just about all-star teams, wins and losses, conference titles, state championships. Don't get me wrong, those are honorable goals to set, and if a team and a coach wasn't doing all they could to prepare to win, I'd question their motives. No, sports are more about the journey. They're about the camaraderie that a team feels over a season and the incredible feeling of accomplishment when players have worked so hard on something and finally see the fruits of their labor. They are about the melding together of different backgrounds and personalities into a team, into a family. As with siblings, disagreements take place, but when it's time to go to war on the court, they come together and play as one entity. Players who outwardly hate each other before a season starts might learn to respect and sometimes even admire each other over the course of a season. They are about saying thank you to a referee when they hand you the ball and respecting the incredibly hard job that they do. Sports are about the look of tentative confidence on a young lady's face when she finally starts to believe in herself and her teammates. They are about the triumphant grin on a player's face when she hits the first three-pointer of her career. They're about the starters who stand and cheer wildly from the bench for those players who have taken their place on the court. They're about team huddles, high fives, hugs, pasta parties, long bus rides, and white elephant gifts at Christmas time. They're about laughter, tears, sweat, and sometimes even blood. They're about highs, lows, discipline, hard work, and self-confidence. They're about leaving skin on the floor, purple badges of honor that appear on knees, and feeling like emptying one's stomach after putting every part of one's being on display to a gym full of people. They are about the euphoria a player gets when their team battles all night and their competitors hurl everything in their arsenal at them, but they come together and stand strong with a common purpose and goal. The friendships created through sports are bound together more tightly. The laughter is louder, the pain more intense, the jokes funnier, the mornings earlier, the nights later, and the lows lower. Sports teach us that the real world, although uncertain, is something that we can deal with. It teaches us that we are not alone and that by working together, we can do something special. In other words, sports are about life. Couldn't say it any better than that. And congrats to you, Coach, for writing that. And I think that's a great message for all who participate in sports everywhere at all levels, and that excellent message there. All right, next, I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of girls basketball. Again, I like to make this a little informational, these telecasts and that. WIAA began sponsoring a girls basketball tournament in 1976. The first champions were at Madison West, my old alma mater, in Class A, Lancaster in Class B, and Marshall in Class C. The tournament has been held at different locations. The first 20 years it was held at the Wisconsin Fieldhouse in Madison. Then in 1998 it moved to the Kohl Center for a few years. Then it went out to the Alliant Energy Center in Dane County Coliseum for about 4 years. And right now, the tournament has moved to its current location in the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, starting in 2013. The tournament has followed a 3-class format until 1990. Then they went to 4 divisions. However, in 2011, they added a 5th division, and that's why we presently have the 5 divisions. Cuba City has been to the state tournament more than any other school with 16 appearances, as well as Cuba City leads in the number of state titles won by 11. And last, there have been a total of 88 different schools that have won championships. And to personalize this relationship to our McFarland School District, we have 2 state championship teams. 1983, under Coach Brad Minter, WBCA, Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association, Hall of Fame inductee a couple of years ago. Congrats to Brad. McFarland defeated Portage 59-38 in 1983. Assistant coaches that year were Steve Schmickla and Gary Oftedal. And in 1999, Coach Sue Murphy, present middle school or Wabisa Intermediate School principal, led the McFarland Spartans to a 61-57 state championship victory over Campbellsport. That team was led by Leah Hefty, who that year scored 1,643 points. Or no, in her career scored 1,643 points. So personalizing it. Also, more information for you. The winningest girls coach in the state, Jim Myers down at Barneveld, 699 wins, 138 losses. Now coaching the boys team down at Barneveld. The all-time leading single-game scorer, Megan Gustafson, 64 points she scored in a game. And in 2015, she also that year scored 54, 51, 49, 48, 47 points for South Shore. She's the all-time state leader, career leader, 3,229 points in her career. She is presently a sophomore at the University of Iowa, so if you ever turn on a Hawkeyes game, you'll see Megan Gustafson playing there. All right, where are they now? Tammy McKay and Tricia Blair. Let's not forget our alums. Tammy McKay graduated in 1983, played on McFarland High School state semifinalist team in 1980, as well as the championship team in 83. She was voted Miss Wisconsin Basketball in 1983. She scored 1,522 points during her career. She played college hoops at the University of Iowa. She's presently working real estate and coaching in Joliet, Illinois. Little known fact is about this former Miss Wisconsin Player of the Year. Her first points scored for McFarland High School were in the opponent's basket. Oops. Hey, nice start to her career, huh? Her coach, the legendary, historic Mr. Brad Minter. Second alum I'm going to remember tonight, Tricia Blair, graduated in 1983, played along Tammy McKay, also played at the University of Iowa. She's a first-team All-State, scored 1,263 points in her career. She presently lives in Edgar, Wisconsin, and works for East Bay. Her coach again, Mr. Brad Minter. Again, what an honor. All right, trivia for tonight. Question for you, and you can bet whatever you'd like at home. What is the diameter of a basket? Is it 21 inches, 15 inches, 13 inches, or 18 inches? The diameter of a basket, 21 inches, 15 inches, 13 inches, or 18 inches. Okay, I'm going to give you a second. Make your final bets. And the answer is 18 inches. Next, Cather quotes to play by and live by. I think these are very important. Okay? Got about 4 of them tonight. All right. First off, I got about 4 of them tonight. First one, multiple sports are good for youth. A lot of discussion. We just have a research study being done by the University of Wisconsin that says how important multiple sports are for youth. Those that specialize in one sport are subject to and oftentimes suffer more injuries than those who are multiple sport athletes. Next quote that's important I want you to think about, obstacles should not stop a person. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or go around it. In other words, problem solve. Don't sit around and complain or use excuses and blame others. Take care of it yourself. Next, great effort comes from great attitude. We all talk about sometimes great players and that, you see them and say, man, shouldn't they be doing much better than that? Well, you need a good attitude and great effort, and then you become the complete ball player. And number 20, as well as a complete person in life. And the last one, and this actually came off of Mackenzie Lindahl, off of kind of a Facebook posting that I saw, and I've got some other quotes from some of the East Troy girls as well as some other shout-outs, some other things I'm going to say in the second half here, but it was, Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others, like Mackenzie, make it happen. So please, be somebody that doesn't just sit around and you say, God, I wish this could happen, or I so badly want it to happen. You know what? Go out and do it. Take whatever it takes to accomplish what you'd like to do in life. And again, whether it's in basketball, whether it's at work, whether it's in a club, no matter what it is, go out, work hard, and accomplish it. So those are just some thoughts that I have. I hope you enjoyed kind of that informational little halftime stuff and that. Again, before we start the second half here, I want to thank my staff again. Ben Beck's on the camera, BB. I've got the Queen, Stephanie Miller, on the board, Smiling Ryan Denzer, and Andrew, the Mastermind Day. Doing some great things. Like I said, we even had some replays here tonight, so I hope you're enjoying this telecast. Again, at halftime, East Troy 24 and the Lady Spartans 20. So let's see what McFarland, they can kind of clean things up here and make a little comeback here. Again, the Spartans have the one-game experience under their belt. This is the opener, but it is the opener of conference play. So this is a very important start here for both these teams in the conference. Zahn. Can probably take that whole big graphic off the screen. Thank you very much. Rounds going baseline. Rundy. And again, boy, she was double teamed down there. And we have Rounds on a reach. Lindau bringing the ball up the floor. A little different look here, I think, from Coach Willickett. Trying to apply a little more pressure up on top. Driving to the basket for Beaton. And ball out of bounds. I really like what Coach Willickett did the other night in the closing minute of the ball game. Threw a totally different defense at Mount Horeb. Totally confused them, and that led to the McFarland victory over Mount Horeb on Tuesday evening. Inbounding the ball, Sam Bentley. Out on top, Aaron Rice being guarded closely by Quell. Aaron Rice, nice step through the glass, and they're going to have a reach-in foul on Aaron Rice. Her third foul, and that's a big one when you're looking at your leading scorer. 10 points in the first half for Aaron Rice. Hammy Rundy, Rounds. Zahn. Oh, nice entry pass. Rundy down at the low post, but again, double nice kick to Rounds, and attacking the basket. Going to go to the stripe for 2 free throws. But now again, important, we got to start knocking down these free throws. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Missed 9 free throws in the first half. 10 free throws. Katie Rounds is 1 for 3. Take your time. RELAX, relax, do your routine. That's better, Katie. The Sheriff, and we're at 24-21. For Beaton. Oh, and you can see, I think what McFarland's going to do here, they're just going to pressure on top. Rounds, kiss off the glass, no good. Doubling Lindau, busts out. Guarded by dogged by Rundy, but again, she can handle the ball with both hands. Head up and sees the double coming. And we have a hands-on foul on Sophie Quell, I believe. Third foul on Sophie Quell. And East Troy to inbound the ball. Aaron Rice. We're beating out to Lindau. And in down low, and Katie Winkler and Ashley East. Well, I'll tell you, it's Katie Winkler for a freshman, very aggressive. Nice matchup when her and East get together, or as well as Katie Hildebrand right now. sitting at 6'1". Nice battle. Ball out of bounds. I'd like to give a little shout out to Dr. Chris Hibner down at East Troy. Student taught in my school when I was there. Does a nice job. Also shout out to former coach Darren Loddig, the Dodge family, Miles Olson, Jeff Brownie Brown. Anybody else tuning in here? Got some friends down there in East Troy, so shout out to them. Mackenzie Lindau, kaboom! Mackenzie Lindau, her second 3-ball of the evening, and she kind of woke up there on Rundy. Boy, taking the ball strong to the basket was Gabby Rundy. That took some strength, went in, and a little about 5-foot jumper, the kiss off the glass, and she has a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play if she can knock down the free throw. And nice job by Gabby Rundy. 1 for 3 now from the stripe. And we are at 27-24 East Troy. So Rundy erased Lindau's 3-point basket. Coming right back. That's the way you got to do it. Lindau looking for help. Oh. Moving rounds. I don't know what happened there, but somehow she recovered the ball and knocked down a deuce. Now has 7 points. East Troy. Winkler going to the basket. Left hand, no good. There's Aaron Rice with a nice rebound, and she's going to get called for the extra step. Catch Lohman, I think, saying, hey, don't think she was bumped at all on that. All right, Rundy, 27-26. Lady Spartans here going to try and recapture the lead here if they can. Quell over to Hildebrand. Oh. And again, boy, the Spartans, their approach seems to be as soon as the Trojans rebound the ball, they are doubling that ball. They're not allowing that outlet pass and the break to get going. But again, you can't be reaching in. Again, I love to see what Coach Willickett does. Always coaching. Lindau, okay, kind of, yeah, I just got to space it. Skip the ball over. Lindau. Back out, here comes the double, and there's the cross-court pass again. Quell. Hildebrand. Well, I still like it. You know what? At 6'1", she's not afraid. She gets those shoulders and feet square to the basket and commits to it. And they will start dropping. Rundy. Boy, what a great floor shot on that. Really get a chance to see the intensity on these girls' faces in that. Rounds. Quell. Beautiful defense by Aaron Rice. We're at 14:35 to go, and things are really getting sloppy here. Coach Lohman was not happy with that decision right there by Winkler. 14:25 to go, 27-26. Rundy's going to go right to the hole. And, boy, do I like that. What great hustle by Gabby Rundy. Bust out by Addie Lohman. And this is starting to pile up turnovers and ragged play. This is starting to remind me a little bit of what I witnessed here on Tuesday evening. Sometimes you got to just slow this thing down. Slow it down, play under control, space the floor, let everybody kind of catch their breath. Don't need to keep moving at 200 miles an hour all the time. Rundy to Quell. Nice cut by Rounds and the little 5-foot jumper. Nice assist to Gabby Rundy to Katie Rounds. Her second deuce to go with a tray and 2 free throws for 9 points. There's that cross-court pass again. Boy, you got to just be so careful. And a launch, no good. Rebound put back. Oh, and boy, 2 near misses. One by Jenna Gulig and the other by Katie Winkler. 1-foot little bank shots that couldn't finish. 13:43 to go. 28-27. 1 point advantage for the Lady Spartans. Lindau no good. Rice underneath, and she's going to be fouled by Morgan Butler on the rebound. Peyton Witt checked in the ball game. Morgan Butler in the ball game. Aaron Rice going to the stripe. She's 3 out of 4 so far on the night. And her first points of the second half. 11 points on the evening. 4 for 5 from the stripe for Aaron. Averaged 13.3 points a game last year. 62% free throw shooter. So 4-5. She's off to a better start this year. And, of course, the Cather jinx as soon as I said that. And we are knotted at 28 all, 13:35 to go in your ball game tonight. Peyton Witt being guarded by Rice. Winkler on rounds. Butler over to Witt. Witt being guarded by Rice. Oh, and there we go. Let's see what kind of touch Winkler has here coming down. Beautiful left-handed layoff. A soft kiss off the glass, as Billy Raftery would say. And her second hoop, and a 2-point lead for the Lady Trojans. There goes round. She's going to the basket for that little 5-foot jumper. And here comes the track meet, and here comes Winkler again to the basket, and a little bit out of control, but was bailed out by a foul by the Lady Spartans. 30 apiece, 12:56 left to go. And we have a timeout. Just going to quick read a statement here. McFarland Cable TV Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland and is producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans in attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media. State Journal, The Thistle, Cable Channel 982, as well as our website, YouTube, McFarland Cable. So once again, thanks for your support. And again, a special thanks to Mr. Eric Redding, the big boss man, the head cable coordinator, and his crew tonight. Andrew, the mastermind Day, Smilin' Ryan Denzer, Stephanie, the Queen Miller, and BB, Benny Becks. Thank you very much for quality production. And there goes Winkler to the basket. Boy, I'll tell you, for a freshman, she just keeps attacking. And Winkler will go back to the stripe where she is 0 for 1 so far from the stripe. 0 for 2 from the stripe. Just got to take your time. RELAX, relax, and do your routine. You know, they just want to get up there and rush and quick throw it up. Take your time. Use your legs. That was a little better, at least that time. Got a little better rotation on the ball. So we'll knock him down. We are knotted. 12:45 to go, and there goes the slashers onto the basket. Boy. That came Aaron Rice busting through. If that was on Rice, that could be her 4th foul. And that is a major foul because Aaron Rice is leading them in scoring. 11 points so far, and she was their leading scorer returning from last year. Her and Mackenzie Lindau both kind of shared that title. Into Rundy. 30 all, 12:35 to go in your ball game. Butler entering the ball down deep to Rounds, turnaround, and a foul on number 34, Jenna Gulig, 5'8" junior, and Rounds will go back to the stripe. Katie tonight, 3 deuces, a tray, and 2 for 4 from the stripe. 11 points so far. She threw in 12 in the home opener against Mount Horeb. All net, 3 for 5, and a 1-point McFarland lead. And nice rotation. Katie, 4 for 6, 13 points. Lindau coming down. Gone back, more to a man. Lindau off the hands. Making her first appearance tonight, Sydney Feldner. Boy, she'd play. Nice little ball game with her on Tuesday evening. Again, another freshman for Coach Willicutt. Said he's an all-state coach. By that I mean you're in good hands with Willicutt. Move and a rebound and another rebound block. And unable to convert was Jenna Gulig. 2 shots down there from little bank shots. Oh, and there goes Winkler again on an errant pass. And let's see. And she tried, was kind of in between whether to go all the way to the basket or do a little, come to a jump stop. And She did a little of each and got caught up in a travel at the 11:57 mark. 32-30, Lady Spartans on top. Again, conference opener for both squads here. Hildebrand and an errant pass trying to kick it out to Morgan Butler. Boy, a lot of turnovers are piling up again. Like I said, sat through a total of 59 turnovers on Tuesday evening. I don't keep track of them, so I don't have a total on these. Verbeeten. Over to Lindau. Corner ball and a block. Hildebrand put the block on Morgan Leasing. Feldner, nice kick out to Rundy, and she'll kiss it off the glass. A deuce. Gabby knows what to do, but again, nice assist by Sydney Feldner. She made things happen the other night when she got in the ball game. She's very, I said, you know, if you only get limited minutes, come in and do something so you are noticed. And she definitely did, and she's already done something real nice here tonight. Nice close-up. I love these shots we're getting of these kids. Gabby short again. Got to use those legs. She's only 1 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Very un-Rundy-like. Although I should say very un-free throw-like of both teams here tonight. I thought Ethan Happ was the only one that really struggled from the line. I guess we're seeing it here tonight. Okay, Belle Verbeeten. First attempt, some points tonight from the stripe. Disney free throw. Those are the ones that swish. Swishes can come true. Second toss on the way. And 2 for 2. And it's a 34-32 Spartan lead. 11:15 to go in your ball game tonight. And a steal on an errant pass. Again, I'm saying, when that ball gets past you, you have to go meet the ball. You can't sit there and wait for it to come to you. 3 ball on the way. No good, but a putback by number 32, Sam Betley, and we are knotted at 34 all, just under the 11-minute mark. Rundy, kick it back to Hildebrand. Kaboom! Katie Hildebrand. Grandma Jane, Grandpa George, stand up in Nashville, Tennessee, and Nick in Alabama, and Ryan in Platteville, huh? Be proud of her. Great game for the 6'1" freshman. I said, as long as you get your feet and shoulders square to the basket and you commit, do not hesitate, they'll start to fall. Boy, is that helping to get a 6'1" person that can shoot from there. And, oh, Gabby, a little off center. Made a nice drive. Boy, she just gets set up in such great position. Oh, Zahn could have shut off on the sideline, but didn't. And tipped out of bounds that time by Rundy. 37-34 on the 3 ball by Hildebrand. 10:17 to go. Again, you've got Hildebrand freshman, Feldner freshman on the floor. Boy, and Winkler just a little strong on the kiss off the glass. 37-34. 10 minutes to go in your ball game. Oh, and was that a beautiful give and go and rounds? Just a little strong on the overlay, and coast to coast is Winkler. Boy, I'll tell you, she does not hesitate at all. I mean, Rounds, short. Rounds. Lykomoff and Lindau with the rebound. A lot of action and a lot of results. And there goes Lindau to the basket, and she was rejected by Rounds. That was Rounds' 4th rejection of the ballgame tonight. Oh, nice bounce pass try by Feldner. And comes across, and Betley gets it. And again, we just have a ton of action, but no points being scored. Turnovers, and a travel that time by Addie Lohman again. They want to take that first step before putting the ball on the floor. And it's looking like we're coming up to a timeout. So I've done some personal things. I asked some questions to some of these girls. Let's see what your McFarland Spartans say. What would you like to do for the world? Okay, here are some of the answers. Annalise DeMuth, just make a difference in others' lives. Katie Rounds, promote peace. Gabby Rundy, help spread kindness. Mary Zahn, change at least one person's life. Sophie Quell, world peace. Ashley East, help people and make their lives better. Aaron Eggers, help educate children. Peyton Witt, coach kids. Katie Hildebrand, keep it clean. Same with Morgan Butler, keep our planet clean. Sydney Feldner, leave it better than it was the day before. Izzy Grassel, I'd like to make a new medical discovery that improves the quality of life for people. What a great thought, huh? And Lindsay Lonegro, leave it better than others. Rachel Miller, make it a nicer place for everyone. Shows you what kind of quality kid that Coach Willicott's working with, as well as the quality of student that's being raised by our families here in McFarland. Pretty neat answers that those kids gave. Gotta like that. Special kids, and Coach Willicott does a nice job. Again, what I read at halftime. Oh, kaboom! Sydney Feldner. I'll tell you what, her dad drilled enough of those in his day, although they didn't have the three-point line when her dad, Eddie, was playing. God, otherwise he would have had a ton more points. He was a great ball player himself, ball handler and shooter. Pushing the lead out to 6, 40-34 at the 8:59 mark. And Mackenzie Lindau going to the line. And a honeycomb out. Zahn, the slasher, attacking the basket. Oof, and we have, boy, Belver Baton. He's got a shot to the nose, I think. That's one of those where, boy, you get a little shot to the nose and just get that stinging sensation. Checking in the ball game, number 20, Kylie Molker, a 5'6" junior. Abby Lohman. Kenzie Lindau over to Abby Lohman. Into Winkler. Skip pass over to Molker. And a foul on Zahn. Game's being called. Pretty close tonight. A lot of free throws. It's a 9th foul on McFarland right now and 6 on East Troy. So the next one would be double bonus for East Troy. Free throw up, and again, no good. Boy, I'll tell you, I mean, missed free throws. Wow. Grundy. Beautiful entry pass into East. Oh, out to Mary Zahn. Oh, no good. And again, Feldner saw that rebound. Nice job by the freshman. And 3 girls on the floor. Great hustle by both teams. Gosh, you just got to like to see, I guess. I mean, I don't want this to sound bad, but I mean, just where the girls' game is and what they're doing. Oh, what a beautiful step under move. That time up and under by Katie Hildebrand and just couldn't finish. But again, freshman playing in only her second varsity ball game in that, and I can tell you, she's going to be a force over the next couple of years, especially at her 6'1" size. You can see all the tools in that, just needs to more time. You can see the look of frustration on her right now, hands on the hips. But, you know, I always said, as long as you're getting to that spot, eventually you'll knock them down. Just takes practice. Practice and experience. Another honeycomb. Free throw. Well, I'll tell you, these girls were being paid by sponsors money on made free throws. Sponsor wouldn't have to worry about dishing out a lot of money tonight. And another miss. And actually, Addie Lohman had been 2 for 2 from the stripe coming in, now 2 for 4. 40-34, 7:50 left to go in your ball game. Quell, skip pass over to Zahn, looking to go baseline. Oh, but a beautiful pass to Hildebrand, and just again cannot quite close the deal. Coach Sloman kind of rolling the dice here a little bit with Aaron Rice. But again, when you're looking at a 6-point deficit, maybe if Hildebrand knocks these down even bigger, 2 free throws. And knocks down the first one. 3 for 5 on the night for Katie Hildebrand. 2 threes, 2 kaboom balls and 3 free throws for 9 points. This will put her in double digits if she can knock this down. 6 foot 1 inch freshman. And nice job, Katie. 10 points. And an 8-point lead for the Spartans. Again, bringing the double team up there. Oops. You're right, that was the right call. Some of you are screaming at home, that was over and back. No, it wasn't. Need just be a little careful with that pass. You know, people, when you see somebody get hung up, you've got to go make yourself available for that pass. Again, Spartans are very good on top as pressuring the ball. Hildebrand, nope. Oh, but you got to like that. A.E. Ashley East. And again, I said the height disadvantage, a 6-foot junior right there. We're now up to a 10-point advantage, 44-34. I said that East Troy was going to struggle with the height differential here tonight. Shot no good by number 20, Kylie Moker. Put back no good. Ooh, Erin Rice almost committed her 5th foul there. Sydney Feldner. Boy, she just brings a nice little extra bit of energy here. Nice to know she's going to be around for 3 more years after this year. There goes East to the basket. Don't dare foul her. Rebound by Sam Betley. Lindau. Head up. Notice she's looking to see. Kicks the ball to the corner. And no good on the 3 ball. And Zahn on the rebound. Kylie Moker coming up a little short on that 3 ball. Attacking the basket. Here comes Slasher Zahn. Kick it out to Kiwi Quell. Oh, too bad. Just a little on the short side. And Linda coming down with the rebound. 6:15 to go. 44-34. The corner. There we go again. Kylie Moker. And finally, kaboom! Kylie Moker, her first 3 ball. And we're down to a 7-point advantage. Hildebrand. Smart decision. Didn't need to go right away. East launching 3 ball. No good. And Hildebrand's going to be called for an over-the-back foul on Katie Winkler. 6'1" freshman Katie Hildebrand, 5'11" freshman Katie Winkler. They're going to be seeing each other for the next 3 years, 3.5 years, because they got another ball game after this. All right. Winkler at the free throw line, 0 for 3 so far from the stripe. And a kiss off the glass, a bank shot. Doesn't matter, they all count. 44-38, down to a 6-point ball game. 30 seconds ago was a 10-point ball game, so they could cut this in half in the last 30 seconds. 5:56 to go in your ball game tonight. Winkler, no good. And rebound for the Sheriff, Katie Round. She's going to go coast to coast. That pull-up jumper, and beautiful. Boy, did I like that. She got to the 45. Nice little bank shot, kiss off the glass, and a deuce for her. Nice job by Katie. And into the corner here, Kylie Moker again. That's going to be Lindau sizing it up. And kaboom! Mackenzie Lindau, her 3rd tray of the night, up to 9 points. And we are at a 5-point ball game until Katie Rounds, the Sheriff, heating up. That's her 5th deuce with a tray, 4 free throws. To the corner to Moker. Don't even have to say anything. Entry pass in to Katie Winkler and a beautiful left-handed thing. And okay, here we go. Me trying to keep playing the stats and everything. They're starting to make this a little more difficult. And all of a sudden, we have an offensive flurry here that we haven't seen for almost this entire ball game. 48-43, a 5-point game. East Troy not giving up. A lot of freshmen, new players being inbounded. Addie Lohman, a 5'5" freshman. A lot of girls out here seeing their first varsity experience. Lindau, kick it to the corner. Lohman back to Lindau. Or to Addie Lohman. Feldner, right in her face. Erin Rice, no good. And rebound. Good box out by Katie Rounds. Rundy again, advance the ball quicker on a pass. Hildebrand tee it up, no good, and that ball is going to fall out of bounds. Rice and Rundy, or no, I'm sorry, Lohman and Rundy both got hung up. 48-43, 4:24 left to go in the ball game. Again, Bill the Big K Cather. Hope you're enjoying this. I am. Again, I don't get paid a dime to do this. Just enjoy doing it for the kids. Memories for Parents, grandparents, whatever, anybody who can't get here to the ball game also, turn on our telecast. Boy, they are leaving Moker open here in the corner. Aaron Rice on the drive, no good. And I believe we're going to have a foul on Addie Lohman as Hildebrand came down with the rebound. .401 on the clock, 48-43, McFarland. Again, a little shout out here tonight to Athletic Director Paul Ackley. Thanks again, Paul. He does a great job making sure that everything runs smoothly, not just at basketball, but all events. Puts in unbelievable amount of time making sure this is good. So kudos to you, Paul. Hildebrand, swisheroo, Disney free throws. She's throwing in there. Swishes can come true. Now 5 for 7 from the stripe. Go with 2 threes. Is that 11 points? And I like this too. I said good free throws, 5 to 8 seconds. Take your time. 6 for 8 from the stripe and 12 points for the 6'1" freshman, Katie Hildebrand. 50-43, Lindau. You know, against anything like this, it's just spacing is so important. Kylie Moker, no. Rice! Little strong. Oh, nice rebound by Walton. Lindau just missed on the putback, little 10-foot putback. And here comes Feldner again. Head up, nice pass. Boy, again, I really like the way the Spartans advance the ball with a pass and not the dribble. Zahn! No. Oof. Nice rebound by Bell Verbeeten. Coming down, trailed by Rundy, and ball on the floor. And look at this, bodies all over the floor. Here comes Feldner down, left-handed layup. Oh, a little strong in the overlay, but Rounds left hand. Overlay again. Rounds being guarded and goes up and draws the foul on Katie Winkler. And I believe Katie Winkler's going, hey, I had my 2 arms extended straight up, but Rounds, again, as good ball players do, you draw body contact and usually you get the foul. Katie Rounds, 4 for 6, 5 for 7. Looks like she's definitely started to find the range on the throws. And she can push this to a 9-point lead with a good toss. 6 for 8 for Katie Rounds, and it's 52-43. 3:10 left to go in your ball game. Just got to space it and move the ball around. Verbeeten, Lindau, Rice, Moker, Rice. Oh, beautiful pass and an overlay by Verbeeten. Oh, what a beautiful pass, and all alone underneath. Love to see the sportsmanship there. Rundy helping Bell Verbeeten up. Just got to love that sportsmanship. That's it's all about this too. So again, I'll tell you what, this has just been a real thrill. I just really enjoy being able to do this. Again, shout out to all our helpers. Benny Becks, Smiling Ryan Denzer, the Queen, Stephanie Miller, and Andrew, the Mastermind Day on the camera. Just very good job. Our wishes go out to Patrick Moore at home resting tonight. He was supposed to be here. We were supposed to have a full 5-man crew tonight, but didn't happen. So, hey, and again, thank you to all you people who are at home. If you ever want to contact the station, or we just appreciate watching all the numbers that come up on the screen as far as the viewership of these games go, because we do track them. So we know where the viewership is coming from, whether it's coming from here, from another state, from even another country. We can track that. We track the number of viewers actually viewing this or live streaming it. Remember that if anybody, like these girls from East Troy, they know that if they want to and they've got their phones on the way home, they could watch this game on the way home on the bus because it'll already be up on our website. And again, that website is YouTube McFarland Cable. So anybody can watch this game at any time, even after it's played. So this is, I think, a great service and great memories for not only the kids, but also for those of you that no matter where you are. I said, I've got my own son watching in Columbia, South America right now, and he's well known to the East Troy faithful for his playing days when he used to battle against Dodge, the Prawl brothers, Miles Olson, Tanner Plum,
boy, he had some great games, some great battles with those guys in that. And Crady's got a couple of very nice friendships that will be lifetime friendships with some of those guys. So that's what athletics is all about. I said it's about life. 2:30 left to go in your ball game. 52-43, 9-point lead. Let's see if Spartans become a little more patient with the ball here with a 9-point lead. East over to Zahn. Yep, I believe Coach Willicott is going with 41 right here, or 14. I don't know what it is. And Zahn attacking the basket. Kiss off the basket. Off the glass. And Mary Zahn will go to the line. Mary Zahn only 1 for 4 tonight. Let's knock one down here for Thomas, Anne Marie, Vinnie Shire, Aunt Carol, Uncle Greg, and Tyler. Got to think who else I need to get thank yous into. Said for Katie Rounds. Grandma and Grandpa Lloyd down in Janesville. Hi, hello. Uncle Buck for Gabby Rundy down in Missouri, if Uncle Buck's down there. The Zons, Jenna and UW Lacrosse from Sophie Quell. Grandma Jan for Peyton Witt. Aunt Kate in Washington. Aunt Elizabeth in California. Shout out from Peyton Witt to the two aunts and Grandma Jan. Katie Hildebrand, mentioned them before. Freya Gilbertson. Grandma Julie in Verona. Grandma Elaine in Eau Claire. Rachel Miller has not been in tonight, a 5'4" senior, but she'd like to give a shout out to cousin Desi, who's in Chile. So she's got a computer. She can be watching in Chile. Like I said, my son's in Colombia watching the ball game. And Lindsay Lonegro has family, as I used to say, a lot of them, Little Chute, Freedom, Mineral Point. Has not participated tonight, but I like to give these shout outs to anybody when I can. Personalize this as much as we can. It's all about memories. Very precious years these are, the high school years. There's on. Now 1 for 5. Thomas, if you get home here for Thanksgiving, talk to her. Get her in the driveway, huh? Show her how you used to shoot free throws, Thomas. That's better, Mary. And a 10-point lead, 53-43, 2:10 to go. Lindau, double in the corner. Handle the ball very well. Oh, but you can't leave her alone. Oh, a little on the short end. She was looking for her 4th kaboom of the night and didn't get it. And Rundy, losing her balance, falls to the floor. And I believe they're going to call a travel, and yes, they are. 1:58 to go, 53-43. And I can tell you, we will see steady improvement. Oh, and a beautiful left-handed drive, and a little strong, but there's Winkler again. And boy, Katie Winkler getting her 4th deuce of the game. 8 points, 1 for 3 from the free throw, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play, and can cut the lead down to 7 at the 151 mark if she can knock down this free throw. And her 2nd banked free throw of the night. Doesn't matter, they all count. 53-46, a little pressure coming now. Sheriff Rounds, bounce pass to Zahn. She'll attack the basket, kick it out to Feldner, who's going for the 3 ball. No good. I don't know maybe whether they wanted that shot or not at that point in time. Lindau going to attack the basket, and she's going to the stripe. Did the right thing. Attack the basket. Buck 31 to go, 53-46. Lady Spartans in the lead. Conference opener for both teams. Kenzie Lindau. 0 for 2 from the night. Last year, 52% from the free throw line, so just got to work on why these kids are just going to do nothing, and that was all net. It was better. 6-point ball game, 2 possession, 53-47. Oh, Winkler almost got that. Rounds going to attack the basket. She's going all the way. The kiss, and boy, the Sheriff not only patrolling, but there she controlled the ball the entire length of the floor. Beautiful drive, taking it strong to the hole. And the thing that I really like, the kiss off the glass. So oftentimes people, as they get close to the basket, they try and drop it right in. Use the glass, use the backboard, Use the square box up there. Gosh, that's so important. Did you hear that, Ethan Happ? Although he does use it quite a bit, but still he tries to lay too many in there. Just use the glass. Katie Rounds, nice job. That was her 6th deuce to go with a tray and 6 free throws. 22 points tonight for the Sheriff. Nice ball game for Katie. 1:21 to go, 56-47. We're back to a 9-point advantage. Lindau, the basket, and double teamed and ball tipped out. It's be interesting to see. I can tell you what, with Coach Lindau and Coach Lohman, next time the Spartans see the Lady Trojans, they will be much improved. Not to say that also the Spartans aren't going to be improved, because they will be also. Again, the interesting thing is, like I said, there's a lot of youth on this floor, a lot of freshman ball players we've seen getting a lot of action here. And again, you just don't know how they're going to react. This is a different ball game than playing, you know, your little summer basketball and 7th and 8th grade basketball or freshman basketball, whatever. You step up here to the varsity ball and you're playing against kids that oftentimes have played 3 years up here. Nice toss, Gabby. She's now 2 for 5 and 3 for 6, and the lead has gone to 11. 45 seconds left in your ball game tonight. Should be pretty much in hand here. Kylie Moker, another 3-ball from the corner. No good. Nice positioning by East. Out to Rounds. Up to Zahn. Just space the floor. Move the ball. Oh, errant pass, and here comes Winkler back. This is going to the basket, and Katie Rounds. Nice defense. Tipped the ball out of bounds. 58-47, 24.9 left on the clock. Again, I hope you've enjoyed this tonight as much as I have. I tell you, times hasn't been the prettiest. A lot of turnovers. But again, you got a lot of young kids playing. You know, it's a Friday night ball game. You know, you got a pretty good crowd here tonight. Winkler, ball tipped away by Rounds. 10 seconds to go in your ball game, and let's just hope they kind of dribble it out and end of ball game. And that's what we are going to do. So, thank you once again for joining myself on this telecast. Let me just kind of wrap this up with a couple of closing statements in that, and then we will see you next Tuesday evening. So, again, what I would like to say is you can view this game now anytime you want to. Like I said, you could go home, you can turn this on probably in a half an hour. I said the East Troy girls or whatever could flip this on their phones or whatever else and can see it on their bus ride home. You just need to go to YouTube, McFarland Cable, or even the Village of McFarland website and go to the link, and you can pull the game up there so you can see it anytime, like I said, in the next week, month, whatever. Okay? So again, tonight's final score, the Lady Spartans of McFarland, 58. The Lady Trojans of East Troy, 47. So again, I'd like to send a huge heartfelt thank you to my Cable 982 staff, consisting again of BB, Ben Becks, Smilin' Ryan Denzer, Andrew the Mastermind Day, and Stephanie the Queen Miller. They are all under the direction of Cable Coordinator Mr. Eric, the Big Boss Man Redding, and for all their time and effort in not only providing a quality telecast for your enjoyment, but also their setup, their takedown, their graphics, their camera work. Again tonight were exemplary. You are all to be commended for a job well done by me, as well as I'm sure our entire viewing public. So again, my hope is that this telecast provided you, the viewing public, with an enjoyable evening of McFarland Youth Sports, and for the kids participating, another special memory for them. Again, I feel very honored and privileged to be given this opportunity. So be sure to either get here in person or join me for our next telecast next Tuesday. It will be Edgerton, the Crimson Tide, not of Alabama, but the Crimson Tide of Edgerton, and that I guarantee you will be another very competitive game. Ashlyn Oren and the crew from Edgerton coming in here. Very good game. Tuesday evening. So again, this is Bill, the Big K Cather, just living the dream, signing off and reminding you all, stay healthy, stay positive, laugh and smile every day, live each day to its fullest, and God bless you. And so long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.